Shalom, good morning, y'all. I just got done studying Proverbs 21 in my devotional and reading the chapter in the Sefer. And the title for this day in my devotional was "Letting Go of What's Not in Yahuwah's Will," and it was telling about my testimony about me getting out of my last relationship, right? And I want to give y'all a quick testimony, and yeah, let's get in. And this is going to be a testimony of letting go of things that the Most High Yahuwah does not want us holding on to. So yesterday during my therapy session, I was explaining to the therapist about my past relationship and how it took me to fast and to seriously see how deep in idolatry I was. See, a lot of people think that idolatry just means that you're bowing to a statue, right? But idolatry is also disobeying the Most High's word. Disobeying his word and choosing that thing over the Most High Yahuwah. Anytime we put our emotions, desires, or flesh over our Father, we're guilty of idolatry. Scripture tells us in Proverbs 21:2, every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but Yahuwah pondereth the heart. And I'm going to start right here and say this real quick. Knowing that time period of my life, I can understand why people do get caught up in idolatry, like the ones that we get grieved by when it comes to Greek organizations and celebrating these pagan holidays and just everything that the Most High tells us not to, and we try to warn people about and they refuse to see it. Because we've all held on to something that we shouldn't have. But deliverance begins when you want to come out of a thing, right? And you're willing to see and accept what Yahuwah is revealing to you. The Ruach that dwells in us is meant to convict our hearts when we're in error. But conviction requires response. We still have to fight the flesh and choose obedience. Now, when it goes back to Proverbs 21:2, that was me. I had justified everything. It felt right to me, even though it was wrong according to his word, and I knew it was wrong according to his word. I'll never forget what Tiffany Buckner said. She said that your reward for idolatry is a narcissist that you end up with. And that statement describes my testimony perfectly. This was something that I wanted for a very long time. Do you hear me? I waited for it for years. And when I finally got it, it was not what I thought it would be. It started out fine, but it ended terribly. And looking back now, I can see that the Most High Yahuwah gave me over to a strong delusion. I like to tell people that I saw all the red flags, but I thought that it was Six Flags. I thought it was a carnival. I ignored what he was showing me because I wanted what I wanted. And let me say this real quick. No matter what you pray, you cannot manipulate Yahuwah, right? You can't sit here and pray, give me this, I want this, please, you know what I'm saying? Change their heart, this, that, and the third. And that's what religion teaches us. First of all, we need to be praying on how we need to change and become better, but also that whatever is in his will to be done. Because when we continue to try to manipulate and push our will onto our Father, he's going to give us over to that. And that is what the word calls a strong delusion. That's 2 Thessalonians 2:10-11. Because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved, Yahuwah shall send them strong delusions that they shall believe a lie. So this wasn't Yahuwah punishing me. This was him allowing me to see for myself and to experience what I insisted on choosing. And then he still had mercy on me when I cried out. And now that I'm out of it, I will never repeat that mistake again. That's the worst thing you can do, is put a thing, a person, anything over the Most High Yahuwah. I'm not willing to put anything above what the Most High Yahuwah requires of me. And idolatry is dangerous because it's so subtle, it's sneaky, and it doesn't always look like rebellion. It often looks like attachment. If you're called to fast and you keep breaking it because your desire for food is more than you seeking that time with the Most High Yahuwah, then more than likely your food is your idol. If you know that certain foods are harmful, that he calls us not to eat, or that they're causing issues with your health, and yet you're unwilling to let it go, that food is your idol. If every time you're stressed, depressed, overwhelmed, and you run to that bottle of liquor or grab you a sack of greenery, that has become your idol. And instead of us running to our Father who can give us a permanent solution, We run to these temporary things that are substitutions. Scripture tells us in 1 Corinthians 10:14, wherefore my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. My testimony is about sacrifice and obedience. And even though I didn't want to let it go in that moment, I did. And it was only after that sacrifice that the Most High Yahuwah removed the scales from my eyes and lifted the veil. And He allowed me to see everything so clearly. There were things that I pushed completely out of my mind. Journal entries, prayers, tears. And one night after a fast, I ended up downloading this app I have on my phone called the Day One app, but I deleted it a long time ago. And I ended up re-downloading it during this fast because that's what the teacher was telling us to use. You could use this to jot down your dreams, your prayers. And when I opened it, y'all, it was just long entries for months, days, weeks of me crying and pleading to the Most High Yahuwah to get me out of that situation and for Him to get me out of something that I claimed that I wanted, right? And that's when all the memories came flooding back. And it was just like, wow, who knew it would be that easy to just put something so far back in the back of your mind that you don't even remember that some of those moments even existed. That's when I realized that I was confused and I was deluded. I had convinced myself that what felt good was right, even though Yahuwah had already warned me, even over the years before I got it. So if there's a point to this testimony, it is this, that obedience truly matters. And idolatry isn't necessarily rebellion, but it's a desire that goes unchecked. And Yahuwah tells us to flee fornication, but some of us run right to it. We were choosing our flesh over His word. And I just want to leave you with this one question. What has Yahuwah been asking you to let go of that you have been calling right simply because it felt right in your own eyes? Yah bless.